From giving CPR to an elephant in Thailand, to saving a man-eater from sure death, to rescuing one of the most adorable animals alive, you are about to witness some of the most touching moments you will ever see on this planet. Elephants are the biggest land animal on Earth. They can weigh up to 13,000 pounds and be up to 13 feet tall. So what do you do when one gets stuck in a hole? That was the predicament that veterinarians found themselves in Thailand. A baby elephant fell into a hole and was unable to get out. Rescuers were not able to get near due to the mother standing guard, so they had to sedate her. Unfortunately, as they did, the mother slipped into the hole herself and was stuck, completely sedated and unable to move. The rescuers were able to lift the mother out using a crane, but she fainted due to the stress. She was in dire straits, requiring the rescuers to start performing CPR on the elephant. Meanwhile, they were able to get a hole dug for the baby elephant, and it was able to crawl out and stand by the mother's side while the rescuers attempted to revive her. Luckily, after a time, the mother was able to wake up, and mother and baby were able to return to their home in the wild, unharmed. What an amazing rescue of one of the world's largest animals. There are some amazing people out there who dedicate their lives to saving animals. Using traps is still a common thing in some areas of the world. In this next example, a lynx was caught in a trap with no chance of survival. This brave woman approached the frightened lynx with only a board between her and the dangerous cat. Her compassion outweighed the fear that she must have had, as she was able to gently remove the trap and free the defenseless animal. As she slowly backed away, I wonder what the cat was thinking about its newfound friend. The next amazing rescue happened when a terrifying scene played out on a California freeway. A news helicopter witnessed and filmed a frightened puppy that found its way on the dangerous road. You can see brave people stopping on the road trying to save this scared dog. Police on motorcycles got involved when this poor dog came dangerously close to traffic. They put themselves in harm's way, nearly getting hit themselves by cars as they tried to block traffic as another officer maneuvered to trap the dog. Finally, the fast-footed police officer was able to catch the frightened dog and bring him to safety. We head to the ocean for our next amazing rescue. Most of us are terrified of sharks, but not these brave fishermen. On one summer day, a group of men in Western Australia noticed a large shark struggling. They were able to capture the animal, and while one man held the shark tightly, the other man repeatedly put his hands in the shark's mouth, removing 6 large fish hooks and fishing line. After freeing the shark, they were able to release the shark back into the ocean. Just look at the jumble of hooks and fishing line that they were able to remove. We are going to stay in Australia for the next animal encounter. Australia is where one of the cutest animals in the world are found. Imagine what it would be like, though, to be this lucky convenience store worker. On one busy day at work, this lost koala wandered into the store and decided to make friends with this unsuspecting worker. Since nobody in the store knew how to handle koalas, rescuers were called in and were able to relocate this wandering and curious animal from down under. Off the shores of Crete in Greece, a man went out of his way to save a trapped sea turtle. This poor creature was trapped to the point that it would surely die if somebody did not intervene. Luckily for this turtle, a good Samaritan walking along the shore noticed this turtle and jumped in to save it. Using a knife, the man was able to cut loose this rare logger-headed turtle. Bit by bit, it was able to be freed from certain death and was released into the wild to live another day. In early 2023, the countries of Turkey and Syria suffered a devastating earthquake, killing upwards of 60,000 people. The destruction was unbelievable, and human suffering was profound. Our furry friends were not spared either from this suffering. Caught on camera was a heartwarming example of human kindness in the middle of so much suffering. Here you can see a frightened cat stuck on a ledge. The rescuers put themselves at risk of falling to get the cat in a safe location. What a selfless act by these rescuers. It looks like the cat didn't trust its rescuers, as it appears to have left its mark. But once it's back in a safe location, I'm sure it will be grateful. How would you respond if you found a 600-pound wild animal that crashed through a frozen pond? That is the exact scenario that the fire department in Evergreen, Colorado faced when a female elk walked out on some thin ice. Without rescue, she surely would have frozen and drowned. Using a chainsaw, they were able to cut a path for the elk so it could get to more shallow water. Then, using some long poles and brute strength, they were able to pull the elk out on more solid ice. She was a little shaken up and a little cold, but was able to walk away on her own. Hopefully, in the future, she will remember to stay away from thin ice. The world is full of hard and even depressing stories. Isn't it wonderful that we have the opportunity to see the greatness of the human spirit and cut through the hatred and filth that is so often portrayed to us? The world really does have so much light to offer and so many amazing experiences to celebrate. In the end, kindness is what matters most, and is never more evident in how we treat those creatures that are the most vulnerable. And speaking of vulnerable creatures, if you loved seeing these ones, you are going to love this next video, where we are going to show you some of the ugliest animals known to man, that you are absolutely going to love. And make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, so you don't miss out on the amazing things that this planet has to offer.